Hey guys, and welcome again. I wanted to give you a quick video today. It's not going to be anything special, but I wanted to get the car outside, give you a quick overview of everything, hear it running, because it is going to be coming apart this upcoming week. So I thought it was going to be this week, but it turns out that still needed a couple more parts that I just overlooked. But so we're going to go for a quick little review here. The inside of the car, like I said, it's super clean, nothing crazy, but the car runs really well. Speedometer doesn't work, but who needs to know what that is anyway? We're gonna get that fixed though, regardless. Fun part of driving a super low car coming out of this parking lot. Okay. So the one thing I can tell you is that the car does have a little bit of lag to it. Sorry for the wind noise too. I got the T-tops off. But like I said, this does have a larger turbo compressor on it. I don't remember exactly what it was. A little bumpy. It's those springs, but I've been told by multiple MR2 owners now that you got to go with springs, not coilovers. Springs are rated for the car right out of the gate. You don't have to go through all this stuff. Well, that's not what we're doing. We're going to definitely put coilovers on the car. It is going to be tuned to a street tune. I just like having the option of going crazy. I don't know if you guys just heard, that's that third gear grind that I was telling you about. So again, going back, the speedometer doesn't work. The third gear grind, which we're hoping I can have fixed from just replacing the shift linkage, but more than likely it's going to be a issue with the synchros. Let's give it a little gas coming out of here. She buggies, boys. Nothing crazy, but it's just fun and quick. Just as, you know, no pun in the snap steer, but it's very snappy the way that it drives. Boost comes on nice and smooth, and I think all that stuff's going to be even better once it's tuned, once the suspension's replaced, once all the bushings are replaced. But overall, compared to stock MR2, it is relatively quick. Again, it's on a stock turbo. It is the JDM swap, but it's not. It hasn't been tuned yet, so that should be interesting. Like I said, I apologize. I thought we were going to be a little bit further along in the process here, and that I was going to be able to start putting some parts on it for you guys, and you guys can see it and what's going on with this person in front of me. They just decided to stop. Almost stalled there. It'd be kind of embarrassing. From what I can tell, everything else is pretty good on the clutch. Feels good. Lets out a little high. Nothing like some New Jersey roads in a lowered car. Just a completely different feeling driving a mid-engine car that has a little bit of power. single time you have a car out, somebody wants to make sure that you know that their car is not fat and everything, to give it a little rev and drive by a little quicker than they usually would. I have to change out that blow-off valve. It's a little 90s if you ask me. Yeah, it drives nice. Will definitely be better with new suspension. Right? Scraping. The low life. Alright, cool. Let's just shut it off here. It's got a turbo timer on it. Not really necessary. We'll shut that off. Alright. Again, quick little overview of the car. You guys saw it last time, but this is pretty much going to be the last time you see it this way, as far as the engine goes anyway. So that whole piece is going to be coming out. We're going to replace that shifter box. Let me just go show you real quick what we're going to be doing with that. So real quick, I told you we're going to get that valve cover done. Look how nice that came out. Intuitive powder coating in Rockaway, New Jersey. If you're in New Jersey, or if you're just looking for somebody that's a really good powder coater and there's nobody near you, hit them up. Got to put their link in the description. So right there we have the shifter linkage, Racer Fabrication X shifter bushings. What else do we got here? Look how nice this piece is. This is the actual shifter plate. And then you have a couple of other pieces in here, I believe, as well. Just really nice piece. That's going to be going in there too. Hopefully that fixes that third gear grind. If not, like I said, we will be doing a transmission swap in that car if that's the case. It's something else. I thought I had other bushings here too. Could be wrong. Actually, you know what? They're actually already pressed into the shifter linkage. But anyway, yeah, so all that stuff's going to be getting put on the car. That should be happening sometime this week. Well, maybe not this week. For you guys, it's this week. For me, it's going to be the following week. Anyway, I switched that around. That was completely incorrect. So that's going to be what's happening with that car. I think the next video I'm going to show you the GTR, so we'll go over some of the changes that I'm going to be doing with that car, and that's kind of pretty exciting. That a lot of stuff has kind of happened with that relatively quickly too, which, like I told you in the last video, the problem with that car was just getting parts, and it kind of became a little bit of a pain. But this car, on the other hand, everything has been relatively quick. It's just been an oversight on my part as far as getting certain things like spark plug wires and all that stuff. I don't like using stuff that, again, that was already used, and I don't know when the last time those were actually done. They're probably a little dry rotted. But other than that, like I said, hit me up with any questions that you have on it. This is my first experience with an MR2, and it's been fun so far. I'm very excited to actually be working on it and get those parts put onto it, but getting it out, just wanted to show you guys. I mean, the paint's really a cool color. Everybody's been, you know, like I said, with the MR2 community, if you're going to get a car, there's a few cars that I would recommend as far as if you're looking for a cool community to be a part of. MR2, they're very helpful, give you a lot of information. And it's not a car that you got to spend $1 million on, so they're very cost effective. You can pick them up relatively cheap, whether you get an NA1, SW20. They're just good overall cars, and they have a huge aftermarket. So even if you get one that maybe it doesn't have the trans or the motor and trans combination that you want, whether you want to put a 3S GTE in the car with a NA trans, which isn't as strong, but it does have a shorter gear ratio, or you want to get a 3S GTE factory, or you want to get something that you're going to put a K series in, you know, there's all sorts of things that you could do with this car, which makes it really cool. And Again, as of right now, they're still very affordable, and that's going to probably change within the upcoming years because I think they're getting harder and harder to come by, and I think they're just going to become more appreciated in general in the car community, overall collectors and people looking for good cars to start out with. So again, we'll go through all that stuff this week. I'll try to make a better video next time of the car actually being worked on, and I'll kind of let you know parts and that sort of stuff, how it goes. Because you know, if there's a difference as far as performance and anything else that that comes along with it. All right, so that's it for today. Keep on working. Later.